Hello ladies and gentlemen, Grim here and welcome to the Raven Heroic Experience. Before I start talking about this, keep in mind that I do have a Raven, which some of you might not have access to. I do have a Sword of Salvation at level 5, I do have a Sword of Sin at level 1, and I do have Trigon Staff at level 1, so I'll most likely be far better off than most of you when you get here. So this will be even far more frustrating for you. But yeah, let's get into those fights. The first 3 fights are not gonna be that rough because the teams are gonna do well here, but other than that, that's about it, and we'll just talk about it later. Let's focus on this fight particularly. We're going to have Raven plus King. Keep in mind, this will not break the damage cap on Raven. So the gameplay that you're seeing over here with King plus Raven will be exactly the same after this update. The gameplay and the damage will be the exact same after this update because we're not gonna break the damage cap in any way, shape or form, and the damage increase on the special tree percentage damage is not gonna matter. I mean, it's not gonna be implemented because again, we're going to be stopped by the damage cap. The only place where I will break the damage cap here is going to be after the super move, but again, they never stated that they might fix the damage cap bypass, only the special tree percentage damage working with the Raven special tree, so most likely this gameplay will be 100% still valid and still going the same after the update. So we're going to go do a full combo string with Raven and when we tag in, and then block the first hit and tag King in straight away. A few hits into a special tree, re-engage the combo. Now going with Raven, and again, this is something that annoys me a lot. Why is her tagging getting stopped by basic attacks? This shouldn't be a thing, this shouldn't happen. This was a problem that happened with Martian Manhunter again release, and they did it again. I think it's related to the fact that they're both characters that they were kind of copy-pasted from Injustice Gods Among Us, so that might be a problem. But fix her goddamn tagging. Tagging attacks, if you didn't know, should take priority over the enemy's normal attacks, like their tap attacks, or basic attacks, or however you want to call them. You should have priority over that. Yes, interrupting you with specials, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing that can happen, but you should at no point get interrupted with basic attacks when you tag in. And that doesn't happen to any character in Just 2 Mobile. It used to happen to Martian Manhunter on release. But yeah, Raven will go back in here. I'm easily able to do 2 special trees every single tag in with King, and that's because of the Sword of Salvation and the power generation that provides me. Another special tree in there, and overall, honestly, I think this fight went as well as it could go. I mean, not to suck myself off over here, but I think I played this one pretty much perfectly, except for Raven getting interrupted by basic attacks. So with the 4-star Raven that I have, and by the way, that super move at the end with 2 million was definitely worth doing. But yeah, with the characters that I have in the artifacts, this is as far as it goes with the King Pep, which is not too terrible. The King is doing pretty damn well here. Now, getting into the second best team that you can use here as far as I'm aware in terms of damage, is going to be the Black Manta team. And where you're going to go obviously with Brainiac and Just League Flash, you're not gonna have access to lethals, so that will not happen from Brainiac, and at the same time it's really not worth doing the special ones with Brainiac because again, no lethal means no lethal attack damage. Going to go for a super move here, a solid close to 1 million damage in there, and we're going to combo interrupt her all the way to the corner it again. And yeah, the Sword of Salvation will help a lot in terms of damage, but as for Zamo, where you'll have no problems combo interrupting her without the Sword of Salvation on. And yeah, over here I'm testing out if it's worth inflicting burn on her to reduce her defense, but we deal the exact same damage that we dealt previously. Almost messed up again over there, but barely engaged the combo again before losing the stacks. But yeah, we're dealing the exact same damage we did previous to inflicting the burn, so she has 0% defense. So that's a thing to keep in mind when using future teams. She has 0% defense, so not worth doing that. And yeah, the special tree word also not worth doing on Black Manta, since you can't really crit, and pretty much the time it takes for the animation to finish, you deal more damage with basic attacks alone. So this is going to be a combo interruption match. Like you're just gonna combo interrupt her on and on again. If you're playing this thing over here and you're already at the point where you have Black Manta and you're playing this thing and you can't combo interrupt, then learn how to combo interrupt. Stop acting like this mechanic doesn't exist in the game, my dude. Go to story mode, Go to, let's say, Harley versus Scarecrow fight and practice your combo interruption over there and you'll be fine. And yeah, this is the second best team over here, and other than this it will be the Silver Banshee team, I think. Also, I don't have on this account neither of the Justice League teams, and I imagine those will do a decent job as well. Granted, yet again, no access to crit chance and crit damage would hurt them. But yeah, other than this, only Silver Banshee will do well enough here, and that doesn't say much. I mean, she doesn't do that well, she just does well because you can disable attacks and that multiplies her special 3 damage. But yeah, we're close to the end over here, and other than a slip up when I didn't manage to combo interrupt and those unnecessary tests with the special 3 and the special 2, I think this went well enough overall. Also, something to keep in mind is that this Black Manta is 4 stars, so, and Brainiac is also 4 stars, so this is by far not peak performance, and the artifacts are the same that I mentioned previously, so they are not maxed out. And yeah, the power steal, I don't think it played any role over here because we didn't rely on using abilities at all. But yeah, this is it for the Black Manta fight, and I guess it's okay, it's okay. Let's call this damage okay for fighting Raven. Now, getting into the last team that can do somewhat of a decent job, again, except for maybe Justice League team, haven't gotten to test that out. Also haven't gotten to test the Multiverse team here, but since they don't have access to crits, I presume they would do terribly. Though the gameplay should be pretty smooth for them. But yeah, back to the fight at hand, we have Silver Banshee over here. And the huge advantage that Silver Banshee has over here over fighting like... okay, messed up a bit over there, but yeah, the huge advantage that Silver Banshee has over here over fighting, for example, Collector of Ward Superman in Rise of Krypton Sauroids is the fact that the enemy is gonna be combo interruptible, so Reverse Flash is gonna have a much easier time combo interrupting them. And also the enemy has all the 3 abilities, so the Silver Banshee passive will not get bugged, having actually a 60% chance to disable instead of a 90%. So you have over here peak performance Silver Banshee. The only difference is that you're not gonna get access to crits, pretty much. But look, if you played Silver Banshee in League Raids against Dr. Fate, is not gonna be much of a difference compared to your usual fight, because I don't know about you lads, but my average crits per fight against Dr. Fate in League Raids is around 3 per match, so it's not gonna be a huge difference between this and that. And yeah, it's gonna go smooth enough. I mean, at some point we'll have to be forced to switch to a little bit of a different gameplay in order to play safer with Silver Banshee, because she can't take damage on and on again. Messed up on the tagging over there. And yeah, sadly, I have this sort of salvation on Reverse Flash in order to help generate power with his basic attacks, and that's pretty helpful, but at the same time still missing the Firebox. You have no idea until you lose it how useful that gap close ability is actually. Okay, we messed up a bit, but it's okay, it's okay. Power Girl died, we don't care about her. She's only there for the passive. We're gonna jump over that, and yeah, for some reason, again, after you do a jump attack, you can pretty solidly do some jump attacks into a special once, but sometimes it doesn't work that well, and you have a delay on the special one and the enemy blocks. It is what it is. Silver Banshee is still alive, don't try that at home, kids. Silver Banshee back in, fat special tree, not really a fat special tree to be honest, just 600k. Reverse Flash back in, doing some combo, ghost stepping. Actually no, continuing the combo. I mean, continuing the combo is actually a pretty good alternative to ghost stepping when using Silver Banshee, because you're going to tag in with Silver Banshee straight into the special tree anyway. And actually I think it's far more worth to build a higher combo in this fight in particular, because you don't... it's not pretty much the raid Dr. Fate fight where you just need to do 3 million and that, so you're not restricted on the amount of damage that you can deal, so it's no damage lost if you build a higher combo with Reverse Flash. Again, need to test it further, but I think this is the way to go. Obviously the way to go would be with some of the new artifacts, but all blades will do for now, as it will do for most of you. Special tree in there. And another special one to end it off. Yeah, this is the Silver Banshee experience against Raven. 18 million. Yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, you might be like, Sigval, what's wrong with this team? Think, my dudes. Let's think about the Batman Ninja team in this scenario. We got Batman Ninja Robin, right? What he does is he gives them lethal attack damage. No lethal. Robin is useless. We got Batman Gorilla Grodd, gives power generation on lethal. What lethal, you might ask? No lethal, so no power generation. The only thing that Grodd could actually do, if you don't have access to lethal, is reduce the defense of the enemy, but as we've seen with the test on Black Manta, she doesn't seem to have any defense. So actually putting any of the Batman Ninja team characters into the actual Batman Ninja team with Catwoman makes absolutely no sense for some reason. So yeah, we're stuck with this crap. By the end of the fight, I'll even forget to use Red Hoods, though as you'll see in the damage at the end, it wouldn't have mattered that much if I used or did not use the Red Hood super move, my dudes. And I wanna talk a little bit about the situation over here. Look, I wouldn't mind having fights where some teams are going to do far better than others, and some team like the Batman Ninja team, who usually does an amazing job everywhere, would struggle. I wouldn't mind this if we had the teams to pick from. Like this fight over here, Raven is going to royally screw up two of the teams that you would use. The League of Anarchy team and the Batman Ninja team, as you can see over here, because they don't have access to lethal and dot. That leaves us with like 4 teams. Actually, no. Yeah, 3 teams actually. 3 teams that can do decently here. We got a King team, we got the Silver Banshee team, and then we got the Black Manta team. Now, how do we fill up that gap over here? Well, there's the option of the Justice League team, which might be a solid choice to fill up the gap. And then we have the Multiverse team, which will most likely also suck ass. And after that, we're still left with one slot open. So even if, though I don't think so, that I haven't tested yet, even if the Justice League team does better here, which will most likely do a little bit better, and the Multiverse team does here better, we're still left with a spot, an empty spot as the 6th team, because we got 6 pips, where we're going to be forced to use some shit like this, that simply deals no damage, and is frustrating. I wouldn't mind fights like this being gatekeeping to some teams and making some teams shit so that you're forced to have some variety, if there was any variety to be had in the first place, because other than those 7 teams, there's no teams in Injustice 2 Mobile that are going to do a decent job here. But yeah, with all that being said, we're getting close to the end of this shit experience of a fight, and thanks so much for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this. Dislike it if you dislike it. Maybe hit that bell button, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. And yeah, I forgot to use Red Hood, but it wouldn't matter. The damage overall is pathetic here. Oh boy.